All right, we were talking tech for your pet. Actually, a way for you to keep track of what your pet does. Ryan Eldridge with Nerds on Call is back this morning with some great options for us today. All right.
This is pretty cool. So this is the Pet Cube. This is just you mount this up in your house so you can watch your animals. It's a wide-angle lens. It's 720 whatever resolution, so you can kind of check it out. But there's a cool part. There's a little laser pointer on there, and so you can play laser pointer with your pets while you're at work throughout the day. Watch them on the app. But you can also share your camera with other people on the net, and then they can play with your pets while you're gone. So down here, for example, this is a shelter that's got one, and so you can use your finger as a little laser pointer. And this cat's going to ignore me, but you can use your
because it's a cat.
Yeah, use your finger as a laser pointer, and you can play and engage with other pets. It's a little creepy though because there is sound, so people can talk to your pets, but you can disable that if you want to. But it's kind of cool. So that's $199. You can get it at petcube.com.
Petcube.com.
So here's this one's kind of cool. This is called the Whistle, and this is a GPS tracker for your animals. So imagine if your dog gets out or your cat gets out and they run off, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know where they are. You set up a whistle zone for your animal, and this is a little GPS tracker that uses the cell network to track where they are. And so you can find out, you get an alert on your phone if they leave your designated area, and it'll say, hey, your dog is running away, go get them.
Do you know how far it'll go? Like how far
it's nationwide. So if you're like on vacation someplace and you put it on them and then you leave and go someplace else, you'll be able to track where they are and what's happening. And all
because
that
I know people worry about, even though we love our pet sitters, you worry about you just turn an eye and they're not used to your pet, and next thing you know. So
we had a little Yorkie, and he jumped out the window of our car at a stoplight one time, and we're like, oh my gosh, where'd he go? And we had to run out and get him, but with this little pet tracker, you can track where he goes in case he runs off. So that's $60, and it's $10 a month for the cell network.
Good investment. All right.
But this is called the Fit Bark. Now, this is kind of cool. This is like a fitness tracker for your dog. And you kind of think, well, this is sort of ridiculous. But when you think about it, we've got, let's say, a Labrador, for example. You want to make sure that they're getting enough exercise. This will tell you and compare it with other animals of the same breed and tell you whether they're getting enough exercise. Plus, it'll tell you if there's a sudden drop-off in activity. And so you can go, oh, something's wrong with my dog. You can find out what's going on. And you can give that information to your vet if you want to find out what's going on. And here's the last part. This is called the... Oh, hold on, let me see. This is called Clever Pet. You can go to getcleverpet.com.
And it's this thing right here, right?
It is. It's like a little My Simon for your dog. And so what it does is it plays games with your dog throughout the day, and they can play different ones. There's one called Catch the Squirrel. I'm going to scroll real fast here. There's one called Catch the Squirrel.
Catch the Squirrel.
Where the little dots go around, and he can slap on it. There's a little pattern so he can learn how to play. And it gives him a treat every time he wins. And then there's also word learn, so you can say touch left, and he'll press the left button and get a little treat. And so you can teach your dog words. That's pretty cool. You can record your own voice, so if your dog has like high anxiety or something like that, you can be your voice that's talking to them throughout the day. But it just gives them something to do, especially if they're tearing up the toilet paper roll when you're gone. It just gives them something fun to do.
Tearing up the sofa cushions.
Mark Cuban says that idle paws are the devil's playground.
Yes! So, Mark Cuban said that? Yeah. I believe.
They have a bunch of great quotes on the front page. But it's just kind of a cool thing. So this isn't out yet, but it's expected to release sometime this year. It's $2.99, and if you've got a high anxiety pet or some pet that needs a lot of attention, this is a way to go.
And they'll pay attention to it, huh?
Yeah,
really?
They love it. Like, look at this dog in the front. I'm going to go real fast.
This is pretty funny.
This dog up front, he's just like hanging out. He's like, whoa, there it is. And he starts smacking.
He's learning. He's learning. He gets his little treat. See, I'm worried that this is where the Fitbit would come in handy, because it could also show your dog's getting so fat from eating all the treats that maybe need to up the exercise.
They have some where there's like a little camera and it'll take pictures of your dog throughout the day and give them a little treat. But they found that the ones that doesn't give the dog anything to do actually creates more anxiety in the dog, because they sit there at the bowl, wait for the treat all the time. But this gives them something to do to get the treat.
Good deal. All right, good stuff for dogs. One that's also good for cats. There, we'll get you to Nerds on Call. You can reach them, of course, as you know, 919-NERD if you want to find out more about these apps too, and you put them all in your blog, right?
Yeah, just go to callnerds.com/blog, and there's tons of great stuff about this stuff.
All right, good things, Ryan. Love that stuff.